would you want to say your own people with all these mounds aligned with stars ain't got no language? Ask yourself that. No connection with the people that's in America today. And that bothered me. That bothered me, right? Because that's like me trying to downplay somebody else's culture. Brandon Thomas, fuck you. Fuck you. Roll the corn. How about that? I ain't got time to play with y'all. Listen, I don't play with hunter-gatherers at all. Like I ain't got no patience for that. But back to what I was saying. He went out his way for a personal attack on the bloodline of North America. Why are people doing that? You got to ask yourself this. How can you represent Haiti and not represent the people from the Americas? You got to ask yourself that. The islands are a part of America. Now, I don't know who told y'all new people, y'all new niggas that Haiti and Puerto Rico and all this stuff over there ain't us. That's a new teaching, people. That ain't ancient culture.
Because they don't understand that this is the Western Plateau, the Western platform, the Western corner of the world. And we don't go down south, bro. The direction of south is not down in the ground. And the direction of north is not up in the sky. That is not how we maneuver on this earth. That is not how we maneuver. Directionally, you can stand in one spot and spin around 360 degrees. You would never, ever, one of those directions would never, ever be down into the ground, over to the sky. You got to be your own compass. You are the compass. How do you navigate? See, that's the part they're missing. Because all that shit sits in the West. Including the northwest tip of that land called Africa. This the West. North America is the West, not North. And North is not sitting on the top of our head on a stretch that every time I get a change around.
Them mound builders, just like we mound builders over here. Now ask yourself, why do you want to diss your own land if you from here? Why would you want to say your own people with all these mounds aligned with stars ain't got no language? Why would you want to say that a French-based language is the original language of America? Why would you gotta ask yourself the question why niggas is saying this shit, right? Because if I'm from America, why would I want to diss Haiti? Why would we know the truth now get on the internet and diss Haiti, bro? Or diss the Virgin Islands? They're my same bloodline of people from ancient times. That's like me dissing my cousin.
This is what it may feel like after letting Rouget Ready dissolve under a man's tongue. Rouget Ready is a new form of ED treatment.
My cousin. It's like me dissing my cousin that stay in Texas. I know his bloodline come from mine. He live in Texas, but I'm dissing him. Something ain't right with that, bro. And that shit bothers me. Because you can't be from an empire from overseas and be from Timeri at the same time, bro. You gotta pick a side. This shit don't make no sense. I can't be no blood and no Crip at the same time in the middle of California. I can't be no vice lord and no gangster disciple in the middle of the hood and I ain't picked a side. I just can't do that. I can't be no street nigga in the police. We just gotta get back to common sense. Why are niggas dissing the Mississippian culture? I know why. I know why. Cause you a cultural assimilating ass nigga. And I ain't got no ill will or no smoke or nothing, bro. Y'all can send this to whoever y'all want to send it to. Cause I ain't scared of these niggas. I tell them what I'm telling to his face. Y'all be culturally assimilating our culture, bringing in new cultures. Now you acting like our culture don't even exist, bro. And that shit bothers me. You played the role like you was on some Timeri teaching shit, but the whole time you was on some foreign teaching shit. And my spirit would not let me keep on talking to niggas like that because my spirit kept saying, truth, something ain't right, bro. It's a narrative people are teaching that ain't right to the land. These niggas got foreign blood somewhere. And the foreign blood is leaking out of them. And they can't hide it. They were raised in that culture. And it's peeking out. The more and more the information gets better and better and better, the more and more we see it. There are people who are sent to teach Africa. That's it. There are people who sent to teach Moorish information. That's it. There are people sent to teach empire information. That's it. There are people put here to teach law books, information, treaties and law books. That's it. They good at one thing, indoctrination of what they want to teach. They're not teaching the ancient history. They are teaching indoctrination of what they want to teach. And acting like this should apply to everybody. Nothing applies to everybody. Now, since I be trying to talk to different people about different knowledge, and they know where I stand, they don't want to talk to me. They don't want to do no interview with me. They don't want to sit down and let me talk at the knowledgeable, your little knowledge, your little cute ass couches. They don't want truth now to sit on their little cute couch on their podcast and tell them the truth. You know why? Because lies sell, people. Lies sell. Lies is entertaining. Lies is hiding the history of a real people who've been here forever. religion and empires and bloodlines that go back overseas, and they're teaching Aram knowledge and white boy Christian knowledge. They're teaching Arabian alien stories, and they don't want to sit down with me.
Do not call an attorney if you've been in a car accident. There's a smarter way to get paid a way bigger check without expensive...
And they don't want to sit down with me. And I realized it a long time ago. When I first started this, I thought it was about the knowledge, bro. The truth of our people. It ain't. It ain't about that. It's about money, egos, lies, misdirection, misconception.
Deception. 3GD for life. Globe, God, and gravity. The things you grab from the Illuminati. The other sides of the world. We already had shit going on right here in this West. And we are the people that stay in those stars. And we ain't had no fucking spaceships, no fucking rockets, no globes, no false gods, other than that melanated disc that's inside that star that lights the world up, what we call the light of the world. The perfect light that sends energy, vibrations, and life to the earth that sits above the earth, and the earth sits below the sun. And these are the people that knew that they was connected to those heavens. And it's a melanated connection. It's a soulful connection. And these people started agriculture. And that's what kicked off everything. So when you say in the beginning, as a human, you should be writing about the beginning of agriculture. Because those other beginnings are all theoretical bullshit. Trying to tell you how God got in that sky. How that sun got in that sky. Throw him into the mix the third or fourth day, or however they write it. That ain't how this shit go. See, those beginnings, nobody on this earth would ever be able to pinpoint or tell you that shit. Only brainwash you into a motherfucking concept or indoctrination and put a steering wheel in your back so you'll never know your identity. And we no longer in an identity crisis because we are the original inhabitants. That's it. That's all. Fuck a nigger. Fuck a Negro. Fuck a black. Fuck an American. Fuck an Indian. Fuck all that shit. All those labels. We gonna stick with the original inhabitants. Bloodline. And everybody, these people went out and gave civil, civil woman, and gave and granted and showed people how to be civilized, brought civilization to the world from feeding each other and learning how to read the stars. This is where all these astrologies and shit come from. That's why you see all those designs. That phenomenon fucked them up. And you can see it from a top view, from looking up to looking down. Not from the side, no ball, now you're looking down at this shit. And you see these lines, you see these designs of these people in the miracles was in tune with the seasons. Astronomically. Star constellations. The language comes from the beginning of agriculture. Starting with plowing the land. Cultivating and seeding into the land. Knowing when to harvest, knowing, man, all that shit started in this motherfucking Americas. In this Timeri, on this western plateau. And North America got treated the worst because they was too close to those Neanderthals that come out of the north and not from on top of your head. These people are really riding their high horse because they done put you on the bottom and flip this disc up and say they riding on top of you and keep you looking up without you seeing what you're supposed to see. Nothing's supposed to be over your head but the heavens. These people have put themselves on a high horse and ride on top of you, and you letting them, because then you're spinning out of control on some landmass, solid landmass, foundation that's sideways and being held on the side of some liquid water, H2O. And that way you can't spell water how it's spelled. See, water is spelled L-E-V-E-L. It's 3GD shit. So we rolling the corn and we cutting the coke. And the reason the corn and the coke is so significant because you can only get it from this western plateau. And it came from here as such, as like everything you niggas done jump claim and try to turn into some religious shit. And omitting Mother Earth, omitting Mother Nature, omitting Father Son. Yeah, the Father Son and the energy that gives life to the earth. No way to the Son, but through the Father. I know that's real. Where y'all copy from? Where y'all copy from? The Western Plateau. Niggas be asking me about the four corners of the earth. This is our corner of the earth. The south is Africa. That's the southern corner of the earth. And west and south is not going down into the damn ground. And these people is not on top of our head. They're in the goddamn mountains in the north and in the east. Well, how do we get to the edge of the earth? Nigga, how do we get to the edge of the ball? How the hell do you agree with some shit that's saying a landmass like Greenland is actually bending from this so-called North Pole? It's actually bending and curving from the Arctic Ocean and curving around and bending down into the North Atlantic Ocean. And y'all people agree with this shit. Once you get rid of that globe, it all gonna unfold. Everything. That's just one of my key points. It make everything clear.
Secrecy. These niggas be joining all type of societies and tribes and empires and getting paid from the white boys over here, man. These niggas mixed up, and I'm talking to my own people right now because I expect more from y'all. I ain't even talking to the YT people. They don't owe us nothing. They don't owe us nothing. That's what you got to understand. They don't owe us nothing. They took it and they standing on it. And we got to do what we got to do and stand on what we do. It's the end of that. But my own people, lying to their own people with all this old indoctrination, teaching that the languages was this. We from here. This where this come from. No, bro. How can you get on your platform and say the Mississippian culture had no language? How, bro?
Hey.
All my people from down south, descendants of mound builders. We ain't got no language though. Our language English, huh? Let's keep going. This shit fucked up. Fucked up. North America was home to some of the most highly advanced and well-organized civilizations in the world. North America was known as the most highly advanced and well-organized civilizations in the world. How we ain't got no language? This what you niggas want to teach? We got the most highly civilizations in the world, bro. Older than Egypt, but we ain't got no language, no culture. Only culture we got is a Frenchman or Ottoman Turk that you want to teach is our king. Where our crowns? That nigga said, where they crowns at? Where they crowns at? Where they kings at? Where they royalty? Nigga, you don't know what royalty is. A crown don't make you royal. You can put a crown on a pig, nigga. And it don't make the pig motherfucking royalty. You can put a crown on a on a goddamn pig with a wig, and it don't make that pig with a wig royalty. Who the fuck you think you talking to? You can tell a dummy anything, bro. You said we ain't got no languages. And I thought you were down with Ty Mary, but we ain't got no language on the Mississippi River no more. We ain't got no ancient, high noble people. The noble people come from, the first bloodline of noble people in the world come from Ty Mary. Because we are the kings of agriculture. That's what creates a king, not a motherfucking crown.
If you're waiting for your insurance to bail you out on an old roof, you're going to be disappointed. Most policies only cover sudden wind or hail damage, not wear and tear. And once your roof hits that 15 to 20 year mark, they start paying less and less because they subtract. That means when it finally leaks, that repair bill's on you. So don't wait for that surprise leak. Let Roofing World check it for free. If it's time for a new roof, we can replace it for $0 down and just $89 a month. Click the link, fill out the quick form, and Roofing World will reach out today.
Hey guys, Curtis with Hoffman Designs here. We're out here at the Full Throttle Saloon during Sturgis, the 85th rally this year. We're hanging out with Ari and everybody from Law Tigers. Just an incredible company to work with. They support the industry. They support the community. Ultimately, we've done giveaways with them. We've done some different things with them. Amazing to work with. They're the first people to call if you ever get an accident, right? I mean, for lack of better words, shit happens. If something happens, give them a call. It's the first person I'm going to call if something happens to me when I'm on the road. So, we love these guys and we support what they do for us.
You talking about a bloodline that been raped and changed 42 different times by the time your empire started. I'm talking about the virgin blood of not mixed with nobody over here in the mounds. The oldest man on the planet. The oldest civilization on the planet. Hundreds hundreds of thousands of giants buried on my land. We ain't got no languages. But the giants put new Lano coach. Only coach is a French language. Bro, you so disrespectful, bro. You so motherfucking disrespectful. I swear y'all niggas, y'all some internet niggas. Ain't no way ain't no way if you claiming the islands, you gonna diss the mainland like that. Ain't no way, bro. You got to be something wrong. Something wrong. Now, if we got the most highly advanced, organized civilizations in the world, right? And our people are saying Balbansha is near New Orleans. Balbansha is Hebrew. See the difference between me and somebody else? I remember ancestors saying this word. You know why? Because I'm deep down here in the mud with them. You can teach all you want, but if you ain't never heard nobody say none of these words out their mouth, it hit different. Right? You ain't never down there with them people speaking these languages and see how it got mixed up and see how our people got mixed in with all these hunter-gatherers. You don't see it? You don't see how people say Hebrew words? There ain't no Creole right there, big dog. Guess what that mean? Guess what that mean right there? The land of many tongues. Why is Hebrew speaking people talking about the land of many tongues in New Orleans? Because the French came there. That's when Creole came around. The people there before that was speaking Hebrew words, nigga. See, you playing with the intelligence of people who come from this shit. But you say the Mississippian culture ain't got no language. The ancestors of the ancient Choctaw. You a motherfucking lie and truth ain't in you, bro. You a false teacher from a foreign land, bro. You got a foreign teaching on a foreign land. And y'all are trying to thrive off my people. Go teach that shit in Turkey, nigga. Why is everybody trying to cling on to our culture? Huh? You cling on to it, you get on, then you come back and sneak this it. You clinged on to it at first, nigga. Now you sneak dissing it. Everything is this. You tried to act noble. It's only so long a fake nigga can act real, bro. It's only so long a fake nigga can act real.
Yeah.
The truth coming out of fake nigga, it might take a year, it might take 4, 5. Truth coming. They can't hide it, bro. That bothers me. Because these are the people trying to teach our people from over here anything, bro. You don't supposed to be teaching shit over here.
I chewed on this. Now my hair is growing back thicker and fuller. My balding dad looks like he's growing a forehead.
Over here. If it ain't correct to the land. And it bothered me. That's why I put that video out about the real chief name in Tamari is Kotsin. It's Hebrew, nigga. There ain't no motherfucking Creoles hanging from them trees in the islands where the colonizer hung the Kotsin. See, everybody don't know that. So you can play on people's intelligence all you want. But you're not going to play on the real bloodline of the Mississippian. Because we go back way farther than any empire ever stood. And that's a fact. We the bloodline that went to Egypt. We the bloodline that went to Samaria. Before you even had any countries over there, we was already there rolling the corn. And these are people you're going to disrespect for a garbage-ass empire full of mixed breed motherfucking leaders. Why are we calling the area where Creole come from the land of the foreign languages? The land of the foreign tongue. Because we know that shit foreign. You don't think I know a foreigner when I see one? I just act stupid. But you're not going to sit here and play on our intelligence. We knew these were foreigners with foreign languages. We knew it. Where they live at? Down there in the French quarters. Roll the corn. We ain't got no languages. You done lost your motherfucking mind, boy. Let's keep going. Let's get into the lecture for today. Roll the corn. See? You got to understand this right here. It's so far over your head. Right? It's so far over your head. Haru, corn, palm tree, cross. You see that beak right there? See that beak? That's the shoulder. That's the beak. Right there. Let's go to Georgia, because you don't know who you fucking with. You see that beak with the shoulder way over there in Greece, 2000 BC, same falcon in Georgia, same bloodline, nigga. This way before your ass even these people even started the empire. We had already went around the world and built monumental structures around the world. We are the Atlantean. What you think these people were speaking? Huh? What kind of language you think they were speaking? Hebrew, these folks were speaking a form of Hebrew. These folks weren't talking about no goddamn Creole. Because on the artifacts ain't nothing but Paleo-Hebrew writings. But we ain't got no language. This the Mississippian bloodline, big dog. Y'all are some cultural assimilators. It wouldn't be no French if it wasn't for our language. Wouldn't be no Spanish, no Greek, no Latin. Wouldn't be none of this shit. Now, let's get deep. Let's get deep. Because these folk be tripping. Let's go here. Blue obsidian. Shout out to Casey Maker for some of these receipts. Shout out to Casey Maker for some of these receipts. Blue obsidian found in Egypt. All up down the Nile River. Blue obsidian. Why is this important? This is very rare, people. This is rare. You can't get this at the corner store. This is very rare.
Cut the coke on the head.
Blue obsidian.
Roll the corn.
Let's keep going.
Cut the coke.
Very, very rare stone.
It is important to have a decent enough credit score so that when it is our turn to buy our house, like, we have a lot of...
Let's go here. Stone arches, ropes, artifacts dating to early and later 12th dynasty during the excavations at Wadi Gawasis. They also uncover carbonized ebony woods and obsidian, a volcanic glass, as well as blades of steering ore. They even found cargo boxes bearing painted hieroglyphic text describing the contents of the wonderful things of Punt. The obsidian indicates that the land of Punt is located in a volcanic region. The blue obsidian, volcanic region, wonderful things of Punt.
Cut the coat, bitch. Let's go.
Let's keep going. Blue volcanic, right? Now, the palm tree. Right? The palm tree, making incense. Incense are going from Punt to Egypt. The palm trees.
What?
Like I showed y'all with the Sumerian, with the Egyptian. Where do they get this ideology from? Let's keep going. Why does the Cretans have palm trees on their artifacts? Here we go. There you go right there. See, this is a culture. Way before that bullshit started, we was already around the world. Y'all double back and got the knowledge on the back end. You hunter-gatherers, and got you a language and a culture. To even have a king, we had to build your cities first. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. In the Garden of Amun, we use large incense trees, Uab, which means ivory. Under the tusk is a substance called cash, the tortoise shell. The cattle are short-horned cows. The first letter in the Hebrew alphabet is the cow or bull with the horns. That's where they come from. Short-horned cows to plow the field. The first thing you do in Hebrew. Let's keep going. Further, we see ebony bags of substance called Neville and Mariette, used for dyeing the eyes. This is why the Egyptians had the black shadow around their eyes, people, coming from an American tree. Watch this. Used for dyeing the eyes. Then the curved weapon similar to the one held by Pu'Ut, the Amu of the Puntites, and rings and boxes full of metal or sim.
Peru. That's as far as west you can go in South America. So when we gonna sail across this fuck-ass Nazca plate and sail west and end up coming up into an Indian Ocean? When is it gonna happen? We start asking them questions. They start making up them lies about certain spectacular some voyages that never happened. They make up the story like the shit happened. Man, get the fuck out of here.
An alloy of gold and silver. Let's go through this. Let's go through this receipt. It's a whole lot to unpack. Let's look at the people. Wada Gawasis. Let's go back. Wada Gawasis. Let me show you the name. Where the stuff was found at. Wadi Gawasis. You see it? Let's go look at the people. You see them goddamn feathers? Do you see your people with them damn feathers? For Pu'Ut. Yeah, that's what became the Indian. This what became the Indian. This shit over your head, bro. Shit way deeper than what we think it is, and I'm gonna teach it closest if I can get to the truth as I can. So help me. Roll the corn. These the people you disrespected. When you speak of the Mississippian ain't got no language, you a damn lie. We were floating around the world with Ma'at teachings, with languages and gold and feathers all upside our head. Beautiful culture, beautiful people. Rolled the corn everywhere we went. Built palaces everywhere we went. Look, ain't that the Ma'at feather? The Puntites. You see the gold? Who you think these be? Indians. They tell you they're Egyptians and Puntites and all that old shit. These people from Mary. This is where the Native American gets his feather wearing from, right here. Shit don't come from no culture. Y'all got that from us. We wore that because it's the truth. We wore it because it's the truth. This is my new logo, by the way, and I'm coming soon with this. It's simple and effective, bro. Don't you ever disrespect us in that feather, you Native Americans, not one day in y'all life, because that feather come from my teachings of the truth. And this is what the fuck I stand for.
Wow.
It's overwhelming. People having to go years and years waiting and fighting. I clicked on the Atticus ad and filled out the...
Play with their ass.
And for.
Play with their ass.
Roll the corn. Y'all pulling the hoodies out with the truth. Yeah, gonna be fire. Let's get back to it. This how they look. Now, why these people got blue obsidian? Blue obsidian ain't from nowhere near Africa. This shit is rare. Y'all can stop playing. Let's keep going. Now, coming from out of the Red Sea, they got caves, right? On a harbor, a shoreline, where these people pulled up. Facilities farther inland. Shrines aligned with the shore. Seafaring expeditions to Pu'Ut. What is Pu'Ut, truth now? What is Pu'Ut? We're going to get to that. The blue obsidian. It's in Oregon, Wyoming, California. Interesting. Man-made, y'all got man-made blue obsidian. We got natural obsidian coming right out the volcanic areas in America. Ain't no volcano in no damn Egypt. They can't even make obsidian. They try to say it come from the Horn of Africa. That's a lie. And they just be making up shit trying to misdirect and lie. Then the blue obsidian come from Mary, bro. And the Puntites had it. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Blue obsidian from ancient American volcanoes, extremely rare. The new blue obsidian is man-made. That's some foo-foo shit. Them soft tacos. We talking about the real one. The real volcanic blue obsidian in ancient culture come from Mary. Y'all can stop playing. Glass Butte location, Oregon. Talking about ain't exclusive. Stop lying. Only place in the world in ancient times you get blue obsidian is from America. Stop trying to hide your tracks. Extremely rare. Blue is sheen, right? Most of the blue obsidian sold today is man-made. The real one come from volcanoes, from here. Let's keep going. Exotic goods, Kushites, control the supply of goods from inner Africa. Ivory, ebony, ostrich feathers, and animal skins. Tortoise shells, right? This is where you get cash from. Talking about the tortoise shell. Let's keep going. Now, the sycamore tree is another tree of life that has something to do with Hathor, right? The myrrh. Pharaohs like Hatshepsut put it in their garden because they got it from the land of Punt. This is where the incense come in at. The myrrh tree. Pharaoh Hatshepsut had a garden with myrrh trees that she planted from the land of Punt. Let's keep going. The mestum tree. Mestum coal. Let's go back. Mestum coal. Let's go back.
Yeah, but where the fuck is Punt?
Roll the corn.
Where's Punt? They said Punt, Mizraim supposed to be Egypt. Where's Punt at? They said it must be Ethiopia. Had me thinking, where Punt at? Man, roll the motherfucking corn. Cut that goddamn coat and light them damn incense. All this shit come over them.
Go back. Mestum. A substance called mestum. Right? You see it? Mestum. Right there. Let's go back. Mestum coal. Uses incense, resin. Right? Watch this. Egyptians put it in their garden. Right? That tree don't come from there. That tree don't come from there. That's a fact. Stop playing. It don't come from there. Now, the Red Sea. This is where the cultures are going around here. They're coming in here and they're coming around here, going into the Red Sea and setting up ports right here on the Red Sea over there. Let's keep going.
Can you believe these aren't her real teeth? Aspen Dental's dentures are custom.
Let's keep going.
All y'all niggas got mad at me when I told you Nipsey was a ear trend. The Axumite Empire on both sides of that Red Sea. That's how the mother area took the oil from Africa. Everybody got mad. We didn't go in the Horn of Africa, y'all. They cut that canal so they won't have to go all the way around Africa. Who would they go around? They go.
Indian Ocean. Now, in the old books, they said they called it, they end up naming it the Indian Ocean because wasn't nothing but Indians traveling on boats on this ocean. That's why they ended up calling it the Indian Ocean. What do y'all mean by that? Right? That's why it's called that. Some sort of people coming from the west kept coming this way in the Indian Ocean. Why are they called the Egypt Ocean? I'm going to show you. We'll keep going. Here are the Puntites. Look at the light brown complexion of the Puntites. Look at them. Look at the light brown complexion of the Puntites. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Now, this is very important. Very important. Land of Punt, major civilization in the ancient world. Right? This is very important. Frankincense, myrrh, converted products that were used by pharaohs. Right? Now watch this. The first dynasty rulers are Horus kings, Punt, Tanejer, God's land, was also their ancestral land. The first pharaohs in Egypt told you the land of Punt was the ancestral homeland. This is where this shit come from. It went over there, but the ancestors of this come from Punt. The Puntite are using blue obsidian that comes from America. Trees that come from America. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. We ain't done. The land of Punt. Parahu. Melanated. Looking just like an Egyptian. Trading goods with Queen Hatshepsut, a pharaoh in Egypt, who got a whole temple, was trading with Peru right over here on this land. And y'all acting like these people weren't never here. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep looking at Peru. Queen Ati and Peru, her husband, are the king and queen of Punt. Inti-Mary. Stop playing. I'm like Casey Macon now. Ain't no African built like that. Ain't no African built like that. Nah, hell nah. Y'all can stop. I'm like Casey Macon now. Ain't no African built like Queen Ati. Right here. Auntie. No. This is Mary. Y'all can stop. Now, listen. When you teach that people from here ain't got no culture, no language, the Mississippian, the mound builder, this the mound builder bloodline right here. These people build mounds, stone temples, pyramids. You dissing all your ancient ancestors that you don't know nothing about because you teaching all that French shit. You just diss everybody. You think that bloodline on Mississippi River ain't got nothing to do with these people, you have lost your fucking mind. And these people ain't got no, they ain't got no languages. What is all this shit right here? What is all these goods and headdresses with feathers and ma'at and everything we stand for, and you say it ain't got nothing to do with the Mississippi River? You a lie, bro. You a bald face, goofy ass lie too. Go put your fucking Batman suit on and go lie somewhere else. Because I ain't got time for this shit. These people from Mary, bro. Let's keep going. The chief of Punt. Why is he not called a pharaoh? He called the chief. Why is he not called a pharaoh? He called a chief. Kotsin, Hebrew. That's who these people are. Kotsin of Punt. The chief of Punt.
The person who caused the accident doesn't want you to know this. You should never sue them if you want to potentially get paid a huge check quickly.
The chief of Punt. He got a language. He got an origin. He got an ethnicity. You see what color he is. When you diss America's inland, this who you dissing right here. Then you go over there and kiss Egypt ass. Because you lost, bro. These people ain't got no languages. Where you think this bloodline come from? The man said our ancient culture ain't got no language. Let's keep going. That's wild. Let's keep going. The Puntite king with the crook and the flail. We ain't got no kings. You think we ain't create that shit you want to? The crook and the flail and the headdress. You think we ain't create that shit over here? You done lost your mind. And we around here trading shit ain't nobody else in the world got. Blue obsidian, cocaine and chocolate and tobacco and corn. We ain't got no culture though. You think this Egypt's culture? That ain't even Egypt culture. That's our culture.
Hold up, bro. I was drunk. So hold up. I gotta get you said it.
The man said our ancient culture ain't got no language. Let's keep going. That's wild. Let's keep going. The Puntite king with the crook and the flail. We ain't got no kings. You think we ain't create that shit you want to? The crook and the flail and the headdress. You think we ain't create that shit over here? You done lost your mind. And we around here trading shit ain't nobody else in the world got. Blue obsidian, cocaine and chocolate and tobacco and corn. You think we ain't create that shit you want to? The crook and the flail and the headdress. You think we ain't create that shit over here? You done lost your mind. And we around here trading shit ain't nobody else in the world got. Blue obsidian, cocaine and chocolate and tobacco and corn. We ain't got no culture though.
Man, I knew it would come. I knew it would come. Chief cut the coat. That's my new name, Chief Cut the Coat. Now I'm gonna go back over here on my other shit and run this shit and title that bitch Chief Cut the Coat. That's my new name. I knew it would come. Roll that goddamn corn, my nigga. Blue obsidian, whatever the fuck it is, I'm lost. But I'm in school, I'm learning. So I do what I do. I've been doing it on the internet for a long time. Get on this bitch and listen to it. Yeah. Blue obsidian. Cut the coat. Chief cut the coat. I might change all my names, all my channels. Chief cut the motherfucking coat, bitch. Let's get it. I knew it would come. I knew it would come. I listened to this shit today. But I ain't thought on this part. I was way down there where he was talking about he had another little, he had some more shit up there showing the Africans and showing everybody on there and the African had no go. That was it. Chief cut the coat. Huh? Royally rolling the corn. Huh? Blue obsidian and chocolate and shit. What do you say? Let me listen to this shit again.
You think this Egypt's culture? That ain't even Egypt culture. That's our. You think we ain't create that shit you want to? The crook and the flail and the headdress. You think we ain't create that shit over here? You done lost your mind. And we around here trading shit ain't nobody else in the world got.
Nobody else in the world got it. And see, that's why I stayed on that dope. No, that's why I stood on that dope. I knew they couldn't get it but 3 places in the world. And all 3 places is in the motherfucking West. Indian Ocean. Why it disappeared? Why you can't sail around the back side of the ball and sail into the Indian Ocean? Because it ain't no ball. Because we floated like he just said. And we sail like he just said. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Inside out. sharing and trade with these niggas. They probably ain't had shit to trade. Beautiful people. And the whole world turned their back on these people. You know how niggas do. Get your shit and go flex like they the man. But you don't be giving a fuck because you know they got to come back and see you. You know what I'm saying? They got to come back and see you anyway. Let them flex. They keep the heat off you. Especially when they start putting out laws and that shit, illegal, all that shit. You want to stay behind the scene. Flexing. Playing all shit over there. Them bitches even try to plant cocaine in goddamn Europe. They spend billions of dollars. I know millions. Millions of dollars trying to grow cocaine in Europe. But they couldn't. But the final result, they couldn't do it. So they can't go with this shit over there. So yeah, they over my dope. I've been standing on that for a long time. Because I knew they can't get it nowhere else in the world. And when I read that them Egyptian pharaohs had cocaine in their DNA, cocaine in their system, when they got them, that DNA, when they got them took the test and shit and said they had cocaine, nicotine in their system, I knew when I read that to stand on it. I knew to stand on it. How the fuck do they get cocaine in their system if it ain't no connection to the West? Brrr, yeah, drum roll to the drum roll. And nigga, the drum rolling like a motherfucker now. Brrr, roll the motherfucking corn from the west corner of the earth, nigga.
Blue obsidian, cocaine and chocolate and tobacco and corn. We ain't got no culture though. You think this Egypt's culture? That ain't even Egypt culture. That's our culture. Let's keep going.
No, we gonna keep going. We finna go back to 3GD some motherfucking while and run this, and then we gonna keep going up. If I can stay up, yeah, I still sleep on this hoe. Sleep on this knowledge. Cause I absorb knowledge in my sleep. Go to sleep on it, wake up on it. But that's just me. But that became a bad thing. I said, I'll be right back. Let's go.